technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good afternoon, I'm Caroline Doyle, and these are your 12:30 BCIT News headlines. Surrey police say another shooting linked to ongoing extortion violence happened in Surrey early this morning. Police say the latest shooting happened around 12:50 a.m. on 56th Avenue west of 136th Street. Police say officers found a home and a vehicle had been damaged by gunshots, but no one was injured. The case has been taken over by Surrey Police's serious crime investigators. There have been 35 rounds of collective bargaining between the BC Teachers Federation and their employer since March. Our reporter Joe McHugh digs into the details of where critical points of contention lie.
According to BCTF President Carol Gordon, collective bargaining between BC teachers and the BC Public School Employers Association has reached an impasse. The BCTF says it will now discuss potential next steps with its members, stating that approximately 14% of BC teachers are considering leaving the profession sometime in the next 2 years due to growing pressures. The union says the province has offered standard wage increases, but not additional funding to address items such as working conditions. On its end, the BC School Employers Association remains optimistic that a new contract can be agreed to. Joe McHugh, BCIT News.
More trails are expected to close in Stanley Park this year. This comes after ongoing management of tree damage caused by a looper moth outbreak. BCIT's Riley Cunningham expands on the winged wrecking.
Phase 3 of forest management in Stanley Park has begun this week to mitigate risk from over 160,000 affected trees that were damaged by western hemlock looper moths. The hemlock loopers are native to the area, but experience population outbreaks about every 15 years, causing major damage to coastal coniferous tree species. Stanley Park is largely made up of these species, with a large population of hemlock trees, the moth's namesake and favorite snack. The Vancouver Park Board will continue with tree removals and planting of new biodiverse saplings along the interior trails of the park through 2026 and 2027. Riley Cunningham, BCIT News.
An Indigenous nonprofit organization says they weren't in discussions about ending BC's drug decriminalization project. The 3-year pilot project is now slated to end January 31st. BCIT News reporter Eden Chipperfield explains the impact on Indigenous communities.
The First Nations Health Authority released a statement on January 14th that announced their disappointment in the decision for the BC government to not seek renewal in the drug decriminalization project. They revealed they were not engaged in any of the decision-making. The FNHA say the purpose of the project was to address stigma and discrimination against those who use substances, and the project aided in breaking down barriers in people seeking support. According to the FNHA, Indigenous peoples die at 6.7 times the rate of other BC residents due to toxic drugs. Eden Chipperfield, BCIT News.
In California, lawmakers are working on a bill aimed at making sure U.S. President Donald Trump is excluded from the ballot in 2028. ABC's Alex Stone reports.
President Trump and those around him have teased a possible third term as president. Now, California State Senator Tom Umberg, a Democrat, is proposing a bill that would have California's Secretary of State request proof of a candidate's eligibility and would automatically exclude candidates from the California ballot if they are constitutionally ineligible to run. The goal among California Democrats would be to ensure that Trump is not on the ballot in 2028 and not eligible for California's massive haul of 54 electoral votes. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Harry Styles fans have something to look forward to this spring. Styles has finally announced the long-awaited release of his 4th studio album titled Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, set to arrive March 6th. His previous critically acclaimed synth-pop album, Harry's House, earned him Star Album of the Year at the 2023 Grammy Awards. In Burnaby, it's 8 degrees and partly sunny. Some of the cloud cover should taper off by the afternoon. Thank you. I'm Caroline Doyle with producer Hayden Stewart. We'll be back at 3:30 for more news.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.